Welcome back everyone, this is Hello World Guy and this is episode number 15 of the first person shooter series, and in today's video we are going to add a multiple weapon system to our game so that we can actually switch weapons and do other stuff, which is going to be hopefully pretty interesting. Now what we are going to do to start is I've got my player script opened up here, and I have added another serialized field here, which is another weapon called rifle, because we had the pistol before and now I've added a rifle. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go under here, I'm going to just add in a private void called switch weapon, and this is going to just take a weapon here called new weapon, and what we want this method to do is it essentially needs to you might just say something like weapon is equal to, let's just go up here and basically cut this line and go ahead and paste it here. And what we want to do is, instead of pistol here, we want to provide it with the new weapon. And what we can do in the start method is we can just call switch weapon with pistol. That's nice. So if we provide it with some other thing, it should actually do that same. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So now we can go under our update method, and what we can do is essentially what I want, the way that I want the weapons to switch is that for now I want them to switch when we press the 1 or 2 or keys. So basically based on keys we can press the appropriate key and it changes to that. So how are we going to implement that? Well, there are a couple of ways. You could of course hard code it if you want, you could just like add that, but a much better way to do it, which might actually be useful if you have got like multiple weapons, will be to use like a map of weapon. So you can actually use like a map here, so you can go ahead and use this. Well, you need to be using Unity engine dot not Unity engine, you need to be using system dot collections dot generic, and let me just enter here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go here, and you might want to create a map, no, sorry, not a map. Here is the dictionary, and the dictionary is supposed to take two arguments. One is the key and the other is the value type. Now for the key type, what we are going to do is we are going to keep it as a key code, and for the value type we are going to keep it as a weapon. This is going to be called our weapon, weapons, let's call it weapons. Let's just call it weapons. Yeah, let's do that, and let's set it to a new dictionary, and of course that and then you can do this in order to actually add the values here. Now you might want to create a new key value pair here, key value pair, and with this you might provide it with a key code dot alpha 1, and then you need to like add in here and go under, say for the weapon you can say something like pistol. Yeah, let's check that out, and the reason it doesn't work is that we need to provide it with this as well. Alright, now that works, and why isn't this working? So the problem is that we cannot use non-static fields in an initializer. So what I have done is I have moved this dictionary key code weapons to outside here, and in the start method what I have done is I have checked if this weapon is equal to null, and if that is the case we set it to a new dictionary. And what we do is we just go ahead and call the weapons.add method to initialize, and I'm going to add another key here to alpha 2, and this is going to be for not for the pistol but instead for the rifle. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, and this is going to be quite nice. And what we can do in here in the date method is we can go for each var item in weapons. What we want to do for each of them is we want to check if weapons dot key, if item, by the way, if item dot key, if we've got this, so we are going to go input dot get key, items dot key. So if that is the case, which means that we have got that key is being pressed, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and call switch weapon with item dot value. and that is going to actually work. And we don't need these, come on, who needs that? Yeah, that's pretty interesting, and this should actually work. So let's go to shoot whip, and what we and based on what we are doing currently, what we want to do is we want to also destroy the weapon that we have currently got before we set it to a new weapon. Weapon dot game object. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, let's actually go on Unity here and let it compile, and let's hope that this actually works. So yeah, it's compiling, as you can see, and once it has compiled, what you can do is you can just hit the play button, and hopefully this will work. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. So yeah, you can see that it does cause a null reference exception, and that is only because currently, well, we have only got like a we have got nothing in the rifle here. Where did it call that exception? Okay, weapon.game object, come on. Yeah, let's add that. And currently we haven't got the rifle actually, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that if not new weapon, if it means that this new weapon is null, we want to return. We do not want to set this to a null weapon. Yeah, let's compile, and once it has compiled, this won't actually change anything except the fact that our pistol should appear, because currently we haven't got the rifle weapon setup which we can actually use, but you should see that the basic idea does work. So once it has compiled, once it has actually started playing, you can see that the pistol does spawn. So if I press 2 or anything else, by the way, if I press 1, you can see that it essentially resets the ammo. That's a problem that we want to fix. So yes, there are a couple of things that we want to change here, but we'll get to that later. So you can see that this is working in one way. So yeah, let's first of all, what we need to do is we want to go in the project directory, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically add the the actual weapon, set up the weapon. So go under prefab/weapons, and just copy and paste the pistol over and change the name to rifle. And remember, we do want to have the same script, just want to change the pistol with a rifle. So just select this, go under assets/non-materials, sci-fi weapons, and then base pack, then go under rifle here and just drag this rifle in here. Now that's pretty interesting, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the side view, then orthographic, and then this is a bit of a problem. Yeah, here, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have got the alright, so what we want to make sure is that we have got this muzzle flash point at the correct position, not where it currently is. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, let's do that, and then let's go back to the scene view, and of course now we are in perspective. So we can select the player, and then in here we can go ahead and select the actual rifle asset. Oh no, not really. Well, that's weird. Go under prefab/weapons, and we select the player and drag this rifle in here. Now just go ahead and apply all of the overrides, and let me open up this rifle weapon and make sure that it has got like a max ammo of around like 150, a default ammo of let's say 80, and then we got a magazine size of 50. That's pretty interesting. And let's go under game view, and let's well, even if you do hit play, I doubt if we will see something different. Well, we will, because we will be able to switch the weapon, but it won't exactly be working the way you might expect it to. So you can see that this works, and I can switch to 2 weapon, and this also works, which is pretty interesting. But of course our weapon system is not complete yet. I'm going to end the video here, and in the next video we will try to complete our weapon system. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe and as well, and bye.